I've got a simple little straightforward job here to do for a friend at work. Basically, pipe off an old tractor and he wants the end flaring on there. Normally brake pipes on cars are 3/16. This is actually quarter inch diameter copper. It's not very pleasant stuff to flare, and all I've got is an old fashioned type of flarer. The first thing I'm going to do is anneal this and soften it. To anneal it and soften it, you heat it up to a nice cherry red colour and let it cool down naturally. Some people quench it, you don't need to. Starting to change colour there and there. Once it goes to a cherry red, that's it. It's just about there. Nice cherry red. Let that cool, it'll go nice and soft. Make it get the flare, and it's also going to be bent into shape. Just let that cool naturally. It makes no difference whether you quench it or allow it to cool naturally. All quenching does is clean it. But I'm an impatient bastard, so I'm going to quench it. Right, so the copper's now in a fully softened state. This is the pipe flaring tool I've got. I've had it for years. Right, quarter. So basically the pipe goes through there, and you have a little bit sticking out to the front like that, just past the. You tighten that, and that gets it. That clamps it nice and tight. Right. Try using that one because that is the correct die for the job. That's actually a 3/16 pipe die. I think we need a little bit more piping that through. It's that long since I've used this. We'll give it a go at that, then we can always give it a bit more if we need to. There used to be a handle that went through there, but that was lost a long time ago. Right, I've done the obvious mistake. It's probably flared it quite nicely as well. It would have done because I've left the bastard union off. Put the union on before you flare the pipe, because you can't get the union on once the pipe's been flared. You can see it's starting to have a desired effect. I'll cut the end off and we'll start again. Right, union's got to go on there first. That's not the first time I've done that, and it certainly won't be the last. Anyway. See, the copper pipes, not the best stuff in the world to flare, and these flarers are Very basic indeed. Right, the flare on the end of there is not perfect, but I'm pretty sure that for a clutch pipe it's going to seal alright. Screws into there, there's actually a taper in there, and that goes the foam taper, the foamed flare on the end of there, seals onto the tape inside the union. Hopefully that'll do the job for him. I got a phone call at work last week off Richard. A friend of his, a lad called Ian Thompson, who runs a haulage business, actually had a locomotive on the back of one of his trailers. The locomotive is called Bonaccord. It's been to Beamish for the last few months, and it's going back to Aberdeen on the back of Ian's lure loader. I went down to his yard and got some film of it on the lure loader. It would have been nice to have filmed it being loaded, but that wasn't possible. Anyway, I did take some film. I've put a few clips together. I hope you enjoy it. I had a word with Ian. He reckons that the loco that's on there now weighs about 25 tonne, but he has had 50 tonne on the trailer before, so it is quite an impressive rig. Anyway, I'll put it in, and I really hope you enjoy it. It's basically a portable blacksmith shop, forge, a tilt hammer there, a dreaded leg vise.
Look at the one running.
Yeah. The engine that runs it all. The drill there, very similar to Mr. Fenner's. Small anvil. This is portable, so it could probably be dragged around to do repairs around the mill, wherever it might need to be done. Completely self-contained. A little mechanical hacksaw. Could do with a blade, but basically it's still all here. Yeah, so these little bits and pieces all done by a overhead shaft, driven off the little engine at the end. I don't normally do video this way, walking with a camera, but I really haven't got time to start setting tripods up. Belt tensioner, not rocket science, but it works and it can't go wrong. Various speeds. Yeah. Very nice. All driven by Cows' bellies, leather belts. Hand operated blower there near the forge. Turn that, it'll blow the air into the furnace, into the bottom of the coke. That's quite a lot of my viewers do like tractors. You get a general shot of the tractors there on shore. This one's interesting, 4-wheel drive. Once again, petrol engine. Various saws and lots of associated machinery hanging up, ploughs. Yeah, some real nice stuff here. This looks like it runs, it's all nicely oiled up. Yeah, this has been running. You can see where the belt's been running. Pulleys curved, convex. That's what stops the belt running off. They probably work that machine across there. I've been trying to get into the shed. It's actually a dummy. Oh no, the bastard wasn't moving. A little workshop. A wheel of a tractor sitting in there. Various bits of machinery. It's an interesting looking vase. Yeah. There's quite a lot of material there, all the various tongs, different swages. Nice little vase there. I've seen a lot of work. Obviously with it being logging, there's loads of big pulleys and snatch blocks. Loads of interesting stuff, angles. Big open forge there. Electric blower. Nice little radial arm drill. Fairly modern, but it's wired in, so it must be used. Not quite sure how I'm meant to be in here or not, but I'm in here now. There's a big grinder in the background. Workbench with the leg vices on. There's a little lathe across there. Another, what I would call a key fenner type drill. All belt driven. The remains of the line shafting in the roof. That'll be an air compressor, air receiver. There could be bits off rock drills, I'm not sure. Certainly more taper drills in the bottom, which is modern, or still used today. Decent size. Electric motor. And 2 more steam locos. Keep us and get shot of some of the working bits. And some of the drain valves. It's all nice and oily and greasy, so it probably hasn't been that long out of service. Not quite sure how this sort of video is going to come out with me just holding the camera freehand, but I've got that much to see and not enough time to see it in. It's all complete. Water gauge is there. Right, I know for a fact I shouldn't be up here, but I'm up here. Steam gauge. I'm not sure if this will be oil fired or not. I think it probably will, I don't know. Yeah, it'll be oil fired. And Keith Rocker works on something very similar to this. See the outside cylinder and big end connecting rod, steam cylinder, valve operating gear. This hasn't been long laid up because it's still nice and oily. You see the vertical cylinders, it's a bit like a marine engine stuck on the side of a train. You can see how oily this is. This has been run very recently. The drive shafts driving the axles. This was useful because it would go around really tight circles, tight turning circles. Yeah, the carb's secure on this one to keep you out. The crossheads there, how nice and oily they are. This has been run very recently. The tracks it's on don't go anywhere, so whether it's finally been laid up, I don't know. The pit is not running. Needs to be air compressors. Yeah, that'll just be piped just to cool the air as it comes out.